least 12 people were killed amid severe flooding in Kentucky, and that death toll, it is expected to rise. Now a winter storm is making its way to the state. It's expected to bring inches of snow and bitter cold. Temperatures to much of the state already affected by that recent flooding. Let's connect once again with CBS News national reporter Karen Hua, who is in Bowling Green, Kentucky for another day. I remember, Karen, you warned us yesterday about the challenges winter weather presents. How is that playing out?
That the polar vortex won't be affecting Kentucky like many other Midwest states, but we are still under a winter storm threat until tomorrow, Wednesday. Our meteorologists predict we're getting about 3 to 5 inches of snow later on this evening. So like we mentioned yesterday, the fear is that roads that are still flooded could freeze over. So emergency crews are really rushing around trying to restore power to thousands of Kentuckians who still don't have it. Of course, they want to get that heat and electricity back on before temperatures get too dangerously low.
It's still a serious situation there for so many. I know that yesterday we spoke about how surprising it was to see such a high death toll. What are you hearing from people you're speaking with who have been impacted by this? It seems to have taken so many people by surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. And this whole Kentucky area was also affected by flooding and these storms in 2022. So in some senses, it is a bit like a deja vu. Some folks we spoke to still can't get in and out of their neighborhoods. A little piece of good news here is that the rivers in Kentucky have since crested or reached their highest level, which means they're only expected to go down today. Even driving around this morning, some of the roads we saw flooded yesterday are either clear today or they've receded by quite a bit. The flooding was much heavier in the eastern part of the state. That's about 4 to 5 hours from where we are right now. And those displaced families, we've been told by the governor, have been put in this state park that's acting as an emergency shelter. The latest from Governor Andy Beshear of Kentucky, like you mentioned, 12 people have unfortunately passed away. That's the death toll right now. The victims include 2 men who died from car-related injuries. We know a man died from floodwaters. And of course, there was that mother and 7-year-old child who were swept away by the floodwaters. Outside of Kentucky, there were 3 other deaths across the U.S. We know a man was hit by a tree in his home and passed away. A driver in Philadelphia was hit by a tree in her car. And then also another man was swept away by the floodwaters in West Virginia. So just another tragic continuation of this story. Errol?
Yeah, Karen, we appreciate your reporting. You and the crew stay safe there.